Hey guys, this is Tauna, and today we have some very interesting news. It looks like the Viashino tag has been removed from cards going forward. It looks like an errata is potentially going to be happening as well, so we're going to talk about all of those things. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe, get the latest in Magic the Gathering news, and check out the decks that we've been building lately. We built one on Tiny Bones, we built one on, the new Tiny Bones, new Vraska. We're going to be doing, upgrades to all the precons and everything like that when Outlaw's come out. I am incredibly excited for this set. This is probably the most hyped set that I have been around for, so I am pretty excited about this. So let's have a look at this. So today this was posted by Mark over on his Blogger. Someone asks, hey, Laughing Jasper Flint is a lizard instead of a Viashino. Is Viashino being phased out in favor of lizard? And if so, will all of Viashino be errated to match? So it says the Viashino, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I looked it up quickly and it looks like that's how you pronounce it. The Viashino creature type has been changed to lizard. The creatures are still Viashino from a flavor point of view. So if we have a look at a couple of the new ones, we've got Hellspur, Posse Boss, per se. Pussy. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that they are a Viashino, and then we've got Laughing Jasper Flint as well, who is one, and as you can see, they have both been changed over to lizards. This is very interesting, especially because they are descended from dragons, or at least that's the lore originally. Where they are descended from dragons and they were originally introduced to do with the dragons and everything like that. But realistically, dragons are just flying lizards that can breathe fire. So I guess they chose lizard as, the type, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So this is very similar to what they did back, or at least they're still doing. They haven't actually made the change yet with the Khans of Tarkir on MTG Arena. They went and they removed Cat from a whole bunch of the Rakshasa cards, as well as they removed Naga, and they replaced Naga with Snake. Now, since then, I don't think we've had any Nagas being printed out or anything like that. So I don't think that change has actually gone through. Like if we look up Naga on Gatherer, there is, I believe that they still have the actual Naga tag. So if we look at this is still a Naga, so not completely changed over yet, but I don't believe any Naga have been printed since, so maybe they're waiting until they actually print a new Naga character or something like that to actually make that change over. We'll have to see exactly what's kind of going on there, because that's a very interesting that they announced that change, but then they haven't done it. However, we've got new Viashino coming out, so it looks like that change has kind of gone through. So let's have a look at, a couple other little bits of information. So there's a move towards creature types being more known words, if such a thing exists. That's why they're changing it over. So Naga to snakes and Viashino over to lizards. And he also said that he's pretty sure that previous Viashino will receive a lizard errata. So this is really cool. So let's have a look at the Viashino. So I had a look, and there is actually no characters that are Viashino that care about other Viashino or anything like that. There's nothing that uses the Viashino tag in any way currently. I looked it up, and most of them just refer to, when they're referring to Viashino in their actual text, they're just referring to themselves. So there's no kind of, characters that use that as a buffing each other or anything along those lines. The other interesting thing is that we literally just had one printed out as well with MKM. So this must have been a change that they made very recently. MKM had at least a couple of them printed. So, it looks like it's, a change between those two sets. And we'll see, because I'm pretty sure that the reason this has changed is to do with Bloomburrow. Bloomburrow is mostly going to be a set that's built around, you know, animals and everything along those lines. And we know, at least from what we've seen so far with Mabel, that they are potentially going to care about their creature types. So, for example, Mabel did some stuff like, let's bring up the Bloomburrow stuff, just so you can see. So like Mabel cares about mice, or at least buffs up other mice here. So she gives other mice +1/+1. So it makes sense that there will potentially be some stuff kind of buffing up lizards and kind of buff, like going for lizards. Like, and we know that there is at least some lizards in the set with, and I'm blanking on what her friend's name is here, but we know that he is a lizard. So, you know, probably, you know, each type, each like combination of colors is going to have a creature kind of to do with them. So we know that like red-white Boros is going to be mice. We know that white-green is going to be bunnies. You know, maybe white-black is going to be bats or something like that. Red-blue is going to be otters. So it makes sense that, you know, Rakdos being the lizards, you know, that they potentially want to add in some more lizards this way. This is going to be, you know, enabling them to have some more lizards in there. So there's going to be, you know, having a look, there is a lot of red Viashino there. You know, there's some that are, you know, red white and stuff, but there is a lot of red at least. So that's going to be, you know, helpful to be able to kind of build up a deck from that. You know, there's some red black in here too, red green, red, lots and lots of red. It's what I'm saying. So it's going to be really interesting to see which ones of the original kind of Viashino, if they all get errated over to lizards, we will potentially see people want to use. You know, like, you know, do you potentially want to bring like a Viashino Pyromancer here and, you know, be able to buff them up or something like that? The Lash Claw here, make it so you discard a card and give creatures you control haste. That could be really interesting in a Rakdos deck because you've got, you know, the black there to be able to bring them back and stuff. So that's going to be really cool. I am very interested to see what people think. This Laughing Jasper Flint is going to go straight into my Don Andreas deck. I'm very, very excited to do that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this change. Viashino being, you know, errated over to lizards. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye.